Hey guys, how's it going? This is going to be just kind of a down and dirty quick guide on the installation for the DCS Waypoint OCR tool that we have made for the Fallen Angel servers. First thing, down in the description you'll find the link to go download this on GitHub. All you gotta do is go to the green code up here, download zip folder. Gonna give that a second to download. And now that it's done, we can close out. Now this is running on a clean virtual machine, so that way nothing is pre-installed, and that should allow all of this to show what it would be like to have this installed on a very clean machine. So we're going to go to our downloads folder here, going to extract all. Perfect. We can just grab this folder out, throw it wherever we want. For me, I'm going to throw it on the desktop. We're going to open up our build tools folder here. And inside will be provided the installation of Python that you will need, which will run the code, and a good version of Git to use that is stable. And that is how you're going to be able to automatically pull updates every time you launch the program. So let's get these installed. There's also a README text here that you can go through if you need to. Obviously, that's why you're watching the video, but if you want it in text form, they are provided. So first, let's install Python. We're going to right-click and run as administrator. This is very important for pretty much everything we're going to go through here. It needs to be run as admin, otherwise you're going to miss very important tools, and it's going to be a major pain to try and uninstall everything from all the little folders it tries to install itself into. So just do yourself a favor, run it as admin the first time around. It's very important here. We must check this box to say add Python 3.8 to path. If you don't do this, it's not going to respond correctly with some of the modules we're about to use. From there, you can hit install now. From there, go ahead and disable the path length and hit close. Next, we're going to right click and run as admin for Git. And we're going to be able to just click next through all of the software here. Now that that's done, I'm just going to uncheck the viewer release notes. We don't really need it, and hit finish. Now we're ready for the Git clone. This is going to use that newly installed Git to talk to GitHub to go ahead and grab all of the files needed, and then it's going to automatically run the setup file included, which will start installing all of the required Python libraries. This will also need to be run as administrator. Okay, the files have been cloned in. And now that it's done the cloning the files, we can just press any key. And it will start downloading all of the required libraries. This can take a little bit of time. Okay, and now that we see that the setup is finished, normally that folder would populate inside of this DCR or DCS Waypoint OCR build tools, and there would be a separate folder in here called DCS Waypoint. I'm pretty sure it's just because of the way I set up this virtual machine, but mine ended up going to system 32. If your computer does the same, at least you'll know where to find it. So we're just going to drag that out and move it right back in. Hit continue to move it. Easy. Then from there, we can go into here, and here's everything else we're going to need. This is the actual program. So now that the build tools has served its purpose, we can actually move this folder onto our desktop and delete everything else out of here. We no longer need it. Everything else in this file will be self-contained. And there's your start button right there. So I'm actually going to swap back into my other desktop now to be able to show the rest of this setup. Okay, so from here, we can see that there's another README file with everything written out on how to do all of these steps, but we're just going to go through it one by one. So provided will be a keybinds folder. Inside of here, you can copy these folders here. And we will go to our saved games, open beta, or standalone, whichever you're on. You can go to config, input, and paste these folders right here. I'm not going to do this because I actually have some other keybinds that I'm using currently, but this will overwrite just the keyboard bindings for the planes available, which as of right now are the F14 in the Rio slot, the FA18C, and the F16. It just wasn't in this folder. So now that our keybind files are in, now we can click start. On the first launch, it will ask for our license key, and this is actually hardware locked to your machine. So once this key is used that you purchased, you will no longer be able to use it on any other computer. So just keep that in mind. From here, it is going to ask us about our resolution settings. I'm running at Quad HD, so I'll put that in and hit enter. From there, we're greeted with our main menu. So we can change our resolution again if we want to swap it onto a different monitor by hitting 0 and then enter. Currently, these are the aircraft available. We have the Hornet, the Tomcat for the Rio position, the Viper, and coming soon will be the A-10C2 Warthog. So for here, I'm going to leave it for now, and there will be separate videos detailing out each of these aircraft and how to use them in game. So that's it for here, and goodbye.